Alright then, greetings everybody. Today, we are going to be finishing up Spider-Man PS4 by starting up our New Game Plus mode. And I have my friend Silver with me.
Hi, it's his name. I'm the person you mentioned.
Yep. So, okay, let me just switch my suit real quick because you guys said you wanted me to wear the vintage comic book suit, which is a very good choice, by the way.
It's a cool suit.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Let me turn up the volume of the stream real quick.
Okay. Alright then, vintage comic book suit. And of course I have the Quip suit power. That one's my favorite. But maybe I should switch it up for once?
I mean, you could always just go with Web Blossom.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking of that. I'll go with the Hollow Decoy. Yeah, I pretty much use quips all the time. Like, once I unlocked that, I basically never changed my suit power ever again. And, I think it's time I finally broke out of my comfort zone, you know? Plus, I get to show something different. So, you guys can hear both of us okay, right? Or should I, turn it up a little bit more? Okay, he says it's okay, so I'm gonna leave it as it is. Alright, so now let's create the New Game Plus save file and put it on ultimate difficulty. Okay, actually he just said you're a little low, so I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Okay. It's been turned up a bit more, but I could always go higher if it's still not as good.
Let's see, I guess. Hi, test speaking.
Testing SpongeBob. So how was that?
I don't know, I have you, like, turned up so I can hear you a lot more than I can the stream, so...
Someone says, I finally made it, not being an idiot and missing it. But, nah, it's completely okay. Don't feel bad about that. Okay, they say it's fine now, so let's get started. Yeah. All those settings are good.
god, it's a bug. It's a spider bug.
I used to be terrified of spiders. But I eventually...
Here I am.
Oh no. Guess what? I'm not afraid of spiders anymore. Come at me, bro. Even though I conquered my fear of spiders, I'm still afraid of heights. And I'm probably never gonna get over that one.
Fisk.
Kind of big.
I do actually like this opening cutscene. And they chose a pretty good song for it too.
SWAT is 1084 at Fisk Tower. All units stand by. Warrant is en route.
And now I have the... I have... Okay... Swing.
Did you take him down yet?
No.
They still have the tutorial stuff going up
Mind if I join in on
in the
fun?
New Game Plus mode, which, you know, I guess that's not really a bad thing, but I mean, when you think about it, you beat the game already, you already know how to play.
Sounds like his guys are trying to keep my backup from reaching the scene.
You got it. Almost there.
Yeah, like it's telling me how to web zip right now, and obviously, we know.
Hello?
But hey, like I said, it's not really a bad thing. You know, it's just, when you consider the logic of it, it's kind of weird.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. Dealing with a personal issue. I'll be in soon.
In
Promise.
freaking games, they actually like completely
Better
turn
wrap
off
this up quick
tutorials.
and get to my real job.
Even like button prompts for
Yeah.
New Game Plus.
Looks like you already called in the cavalry.
One thing I wish that they did is that they had an enemy type that was exclusive to the New Game Plus mode, but they didn't really do that. It's just the enemies are harder.
Bring in the hammer.
Like, they could have even reused the enemies from the DLC and put them into the campaign. Like, imagine fighting the heavy boy with the giant machine gun. You would not see it coming.
Morning, guys. Who's ready for their hot, fresh cup of bodily harm?
Get behind him!
Gotta warn you, I'm feeling.
Don't think I don't see you behind me.
Next customer.
Somebody just shoot him!
Fisk has a lot of guys on his payroll.
Spider-Man, what's your status?
Almost done. You?
Been, like,
We're about to go in.
Be there soon.
no spider sense, but
Can't wait to see Willie's face when you slap the cuffs on him.
you just need to like rely on just dodging and just seeing them.
Yeah. That would be interesting. Yeah, the other guy's still over here, so better deal with him. Okay, that's all of them.
Okay, Yuri, all done. What's happening?
They didn't hit me a single time.
Yuri? Yuri! I knew Fisk wouldn't go quietly.
So, seems like I have not lost my touch.
Yeah, looks like it.
That's good, because I was kind of afraid of that. Like, I've been playing Animal Crossing recently, and like, going from that to this is certainly a transition.
Get more backup. And lock down the airspace.
Yuri, you okay?
If he makes it out of that building, we're gonna lose him.
I'm gonna go,
Do your thing.
Yes! He's the day, Willie. Heads up!
It's weird how his eyes don't emote despite
Hey, where you
being
going?
registered.
Catch!
They don't?
I'll clear a path. Follow me!
They're static.
Huh. Interesting.
Sorry to break it to you, but you do not got this, buddy.
Okay, probably shouldn't have tried that.
The hell? I guess this is what they call a hostile workplace. Come on, he's one guy! Enough!
There. And here come the gun guys.
Gotta take those shooters out.
Hello. I pressed L1, but nothing happened.
I think that's all of them.
But thankfully I
Come on.
noticed quick enough.
They shut the elevators down. Take the stairs. I prefer a more direct approach.
Spider-Man, status.
Heading to the upper floors and hoping nobody turns on the elevators.
Our choppers are taking fire. Looks like Fisk has armed men on every floor.
He's desperate.
And he's hitting us with everything he's got.
I have to find him and end this.
Not yet. We just picked up chatter. They're wiping all their data servers. We need that evidence if we want to put him away for good.
Okay, server room it is.
Demolition shops.
Call from May.
All
Better
thing to
answer.
point out, like,
Hi, May.
What is all that noise?
Watching a superhero movie. What's up?
I just wanted to make sure we're still on for dinner tomorrow night.
Totally. Listen, I gotta go.
Well, okay. Love you.
Love you too. You left up here.
You know, when you think about it, the ventilation shafts in this game are kind of underutilized. Like, they have a vent takedown, and you only use that like twice in the main game, and
How exactly do you
once
think
in
this
the
ends up?
DLC. So you only use
Take
it like
a
a
break.
total of 3 times throughout the game.
On to the next one. Regret your life choices yet? Come on. This will have our ass. find that server room before there's no evidence left. If I go in this way, they'll destroy all the evidence. I should look for a sneaky way in. There we go. Huh. It's like my own private ventrance. Fisk may be a dirty criminal, but he has remarkably clean air vents.
Hurry up. Boss wants everything erased. Can't make it delete any
And this is exactly what I was talking about earlier.
They're so cute when they're
There's
oblivious.
one vent takedown, so only 2 more left to do throughout the rest of the game. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Is this tech support? I forgot my password.
Get back down here. Hold him back.
Warning. Full deletion.
Come on. Nope. Nice try.
The system's still purging.
I thought the IT guys at my last job were rude. Let's see just how good their security is. Aw, you guys forgot the latest kernel patch.
Hiding so. Cowardly. Even for you.
Says the guy frantically erasing his search history.
After all these years, you're still just an ignorant child.
True, but that's part of my charm, isn't it?
Damn you. Get that door down now!
And air launch time.
Blast him. Destroy everything! Look around you. I did this. What have you ever done that mattered?
Well, there was that time I took down a pompous, overstuffed crime lord before breakfast.
Without me, the scum I kept in check will run rampant. It'll be your fault.
Been a long, tough road, Fisk. Almost sad to see it end.
Mere prelude.
We'll get ready for the main event. Yuri, an explosion just...
I saw it. Fisk could have the whole place wired. I'm sending in a bomb unit.
I'll make sure no one gets in their way.
Kill him, or the boss will kill.
I think that's all of them.
Clear. Move up.
Hey guys, I guess bombs are part of Willie's getaway plan? Sounds like they're trapped.
You go after them. We'll look for the bombs.
Leave it for the bomb squad. Yeah, whatever. From now on, I am the bomb squad.
I heard more people back that way.
I'll find them.
Spider-Man! We can't move! We're pinned down!
I'll lift it. When you're free, get out fast. If you can walk, help the injured. Got it?
Go, go, go.
Wait, was part of the cloth of the costume just slipping through the eye shape of his mask?
It's actually,
Okay,
I think it's like
coming
I
your
said,
way.
it's like built differently than the
Spider-Man,
classic
it's
suit.
Yuri.
Yeah.
Captain.
Could
Because
be
of the
better.
shading.
Our choppers took
Yep.
a beating. We just had to ground our last one. If Fisk calls in a chopper, we have no one to
That's
stop
the
it from
first time I've
landing.
seen anything
And then
like
when
that
the chaser
happen.
flies away.
Why do I get the feeling that's what he was planning all along?
Because he probably was. Damn.
Although there is,
Yuri,
I'm not
get
sure
the
if you would
MPs
call
up
it a
here fast.
glitch, but kind of a glitch, where in that one cutscene of the
Incoming!
Silver Lining, I pressed the button. What? Okay. Anyway, in that one cutscene of Silver Lining,
Enough out of you.
if you're wearing the Aaron Eichmann
rockets?
armor,
A little excessive,
when
don't you
Sable
think?
puts that tracking device on Peter's arm, it kind of like clips through his arm because of the way that that suit is designed.
What? Is it National Rocket Day or something?
Oh, the true guy is dead. Nothing saved him. No whips.
Rip.
Man, How'd the bomb squad guys get through this?
Also, when you entered that room with the rocket launcher guy, Spider-Man's eyes like
Settle down. I've got enough for everybody.
I don't know. It looks super odd because it was clearly designed for like, oh yeah, this was like squid really tiny, like the normal suit, but instead it kind of just warped. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Nope, you are not gonna hit me, and you are not either.
It's clear. Bomb
Nice
squad
try.
must be somewhere ahead. Hope they're okay. You guys all right?
We were just about to call for backup.
I think I'm it.
Lead the way. We'll be right behind you. Heads up, boss.
Evil anti-bomb squad right here.
Yep.
Wait, so you guys were in bed with Fisk all along? Oh no, I'll never get that image out of my head.
I love how they brought back the
So your
thing
plan
from Web of
didn't work.
Shadows where you
On
could
to
like
plan B.
just
Kicked in the
web
face.
strike somebody and then bounce directly off of them and head to a new enemy. That's a very good inclusion.
Unfortunately, it's never gonna be like you're gonna be able to ride 10 enemies into the air and then like send them down fast and straight.
You know, one of my favorite upgrades in Web of Shadows is how you could basically skateboard on an enemy.
Like some of your guys were on Fisk's payroll.
Oh yeah, with
Good
the
news is,
symbiote.
Willie's last
Yeah.
line of
Great, I
defense.
love that move.
I'm right outside his office.
Take him down, now.
The
With
combat in
pleasure.
Web of Shadows was incredibly unrealistic, but that's kind of what made it great.
It's Spider-Man, but like, let's make him a Dragon Ball Z character.
Yeah. It's over 9,000.
Writing your memoirs? Don't forget the hyphen between spider and man.
Get the chopper ready. I won't be long. I'm surprised you made it this far. But your
Personally,
foolishness
the black suit was my
ends
main
now.
in Web of Shadows.
I didn't realize how good it was until like later on, because I was like,
you do
I would
know I
always
can
stick with the
still
red
see you,
suit, just
right?
because I liked being able to web strike people up and away.
Yeah.
Being able to like toss them and then like stick them against the wall and stuff.
Oh,
I
for
think
me?
it was
You
nice.
shouldn't
Oh
have.
yeah, that's great.
And then like realizing that Black Suit has the overpowered tentacle strike, where you can just like kill pretty much everything around him.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much
It actually,
that suit.
I actually didn't upgrade that all the way to like level 3 for a while. I usually just left it at level
What's
2,
wrong,
so
Willie?
I didn't
You
get the
seem
like
angry.
ultimate killer finisher for it for a while. But once you unlock that, you're basically unstoppable. And it's so great.
Yeah.
You asked for it.
Spider Daredevil. One hope I kind of had for this game was like that they'd add Daredevil or someone, just because Kingpin was in it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same to you.
You know what to do, man.
It is kind of interesting how Kingpin is dressed in black, kind of like the Netflix Daredevil series.
I kind of prefer the black over his light suit.
Hire some annoyance!
Hey,
You fools! Trained to fight, so fight!
I just unleashed utter chaos on you. Okay, back off. He's gonna try to throw that at me. Nope. Nice try.
Smoke!
Okay, I didn't mean to do it on him, but whatever works. Okay, first time I played this game, when Kingpin lifted me up like that, I was just like, I swear, if he breaks my back, DC should sue.
Miles becomes Spider-Man somehow, and becomes like evil, edgy Spider-Man, has flamethrowers on his arms.
Flamethrower upgrade. But it's a microtransaction. Obviously, I doubt that Insomniac would ever, like, put any real microtransactions in these games. Like, obviously, in this game, all the suits were
Finally
free.
off to Rikers, huh?
So,
You know, I think you've got more enemies in there
yeah,
than I do.
I doubt that's ever gonna happen.
I think this will be more than a minor inconvenience.
So that's definitely a
Gotta go.
plus on
Hey,
their side.
Good luck, Willie. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
Idiot! I'm the one who kept order in this city! 1 month! In 1 month you
I mean,
wish
don't get me
you
wrong,
had
I
me
don't
back.
really mind suits being locked behind
Kingpin is
microtransactions.
heading
I
to
mean,
prison.
sure,
End of an era.
whatever, do you.
Celebrate.
But
Maybe
I
take an
mean, by
occasion.
doing it, in a way, you're kind of splitting up your audience then, because then you're gonna have the people who will refuse to buy it, and then you're gonna have the people that are like, okay, I guess I'll spend $2 on this.
I'm almost there. Blocks away.
Yeah.
Guess I'll just do it myself.
No, don't. It's not
Personally, I don't really mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I-
safe. Gotta love Doc's enthusiasm, but sometimes it gets him into trouble.
It's not that
Better
big
get
of a
there
deal.
before he hurts
Yeah.
himself.
I mean, if I really wanted it, then yeah, I would shell out $2 for it. That's like nothing. But you know, if they have like a really lame suit, then yeah, not wasting money on that. They did do that with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game, where like the black suit, which is one of the most iconic suits of all time, was like DLC.
Yeah, and it was just like a carryover from the game before to that time. And it didn't even look that good.
Yeah. Like, that's one thing about the 2099 suit in that game. Like, the model is literally cut, copy, and pasted from, Shattered Dimensions and Edge of Time, so it just really does not fit the graphic style of the Amazing Spider-Man 2, so it just sticks out like a sore thumb.
I'm sorry I'm late.
You could tell they got lazy there. But I
feel
mean,
like that wasn't really like Beanox's fault, just because they had to
Started
push
without
to
me.
match
The
the
grant committee's director will
deadline
be here
of
soon.
the Amazing movie.
yeah, that was what I
It's
literally
fine,
what I was
Parker.
about
I
to say.
invented this
They
equipment. I
did
think I
have to
can handle
rush it, so you know, obviously that's a way to cut corners there.
Power dampener.
Look, it's the Amazing Superior Octopus Man.
Ocean Man.
Maybe we should abort.
Not yet.
Here's the little wires. Pull on them.
Hold on.
It's only a spike. It will soon stabilize.
Dr. Octavius, are you okay?
Another setback. But we're close.
Is anyone hurt?
Yeah.
It was all my
Whenever
Energy levels
Spider-Man
exceeded
PS5 does come out, after
expectations.
Spidey
From a
Mountain
certain
Routes or whatever,
It's a very positive
I
development.
hope they don't
doesn't
try and do
smell
Superior
very
Spider-Man
positive.
or anything like that.
I was
Space.
thinking
Let's not
about
get ahead
that
of
too.
ourselves.
I really hope that they don't do that either. I
Is
mean,
there
it was
somewhere else
fine
we
the
can
way it
discuss this?
was in the comic books, but I mean, if they're gonna
Maybe you
do
should
that
give
in
us
the
an hour,
games,
Peter.
that's just kind of
But we'll talk later.
going too complicated.
Yeah. one interesting thing actually. Ever since Superior Spider-Man is a thing, and like I like Doc Ock. I've always liked him pretty much, and I thought Superior Spider-Man was cool in the comics. And then he gave up his life to Peter Spider-Man again.
I have to figure out what went wrong.
And then he decided,
bad
hey,
shape, little guy.
I'm gonna become Superior Spider-Man again, and then Superior. Then we're gonna become Superior Octopus and stuff.
Yeah, that's going overboard.
Like, yes, beat Spider-Man.
Circuit burned out. Damn it. If I'd been here.
Yeah, they should have left it as it was, where it ended, where Doc Ock says, you know, hey, I failed to be the Superior Spider-Man.
Got it.
You can still have him as a hero, it's just like, don't, like, he doesn't have to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Kind of make it look like he relies on being Spider-Man at this point.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, what next? And now rebalance the voltage.
Oh, you're gonna do the tech puzzle things?
Oh wait, I forgot you could skip that. So... where is it? There we go.
Finished.
Okay. Funny that piece would be there if you're not really going to use it.
Good as new. Doc's been testing new materials for the prosthetics. He asked me to review his work if I had time. May as well dig in now.
By the way, you can still activate your spider sense in here. That's kinda cool.
Yeah, you know.
Doc was testing new contact material for the prosthetics. Hydrogel polymer composite. Strong, but there's a lot of impedance. Better tell Doc to keep looking for other materials. All right. I should get out of here before I screw things up for Doc even more.
You know, one thing I am sort of wondering about whenever the official sequel comes out for this game is
Not Rikers.
if Martin Lee comes back, what exactly are they going to do with him? And if Venom ends up getting involved, are we going to have anti-Venom?
Can you swing by the precinct? Got an issue that could benefit from your unique skill set.
Yeah, I think that would.
Whole story, Martin Lee's whole story arc kind of ended after he didn't get to kill Osborn and Octavius whacked him across the face.
Wonder what my number one fan thinks about the fist takedown.
Got Venom, so anti-Venom be interesting.
Yeah.
Like having those
This is Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, where listeners like you discuss the issues affecting our city with Pulitzer Prize-winning two-time Pulitzer Prize-winning former publisher of the Daily Bugle. Hey, plug the book. And as always, if you order Mr. Jameson's books, Spider-Man, Threat or Menace, within 24 hours of our broadcast, you'll get an autographed copy at no extra charge. No personalizations. Don't ask. Not gonna get it.
One thing in this game that was a bit of an interesting choice is that when you're web zipping, once you do 2 web zips, after you keep doing more, you just keep falling. It doesn't like stop your momentum or keep it going. You know, you
Now that
just
you quit
keep
smoking,
falling,
what do you
which
tell people when you come up here?
I guess
That I need a break from
that
their
is a
crap.
bit of a good tweak because
Fair
if you
enough.
go back to Ultimate
So, why'd you
Spider-Man,
call?
the
That
web
big
zip
policeman's
was
fault?
OP in that
got a black and
game
white suit?
because you could always double jump right
No
after you
ball this
do
year
it.
anyway. We spent too
So
much
that's
integrating
just an
Oscorp's
easy way to
surveillance
like
tech.
cheese
though, right?
everything.
It was. Till an hour ago. The system went down. Citywide. Every tower.
How?
They tell me someone sabotaged the central
One thing,
server.
I
and
know
all
they're
the
probably not
towers
going to do
were
it in the sequel or Miles Morales for that matter.
Inside job?
Maybe.
One thing I didn't like
Figure it
about
out
this game
later.
was the fact that there
Right
was
now,
no
we need to
fall
get the
damage.
towers
If
back.
Spider-Man just like
Fast.
popped back to the Empire State
you
Building and he
called
hit the
me?
ground, he wouldn't go
Aw,
splat
that's
or he'd
sweet.
die or anything.
I'd
He
call
would just
someone
like,
I could
oh,
trust.
I'm fine.
Plus, the signals
Yes,
are
that
scrambled
is-
and we
I
have no
think-
idea how to fix it.
That is
Swan
quite.
diving off a building was like one of
I love a
sorry,
challenge.
sorry, you go first.
You break it, you buy it.
It's okay.
I thought
That
you
is quite
trusted me.
possibly the worst thing about this game.
Let's take a look at this tower.
Or
Input
maybe
bands have been
Screwball,
shifted.
I don't know.
Yeah, but like swan diving off of like the tallest building in New York is like one of the best things like
We
I
just had
love
a tower
doing
come
is
back online.
Spider-Man
Was
and
that
like
you?
Ultimate
Not
or
just a pretty mask,
Web of
huh?
Shadows for that matter.
Whatever
Or even
you
like
did,
Spider-Man
any
2.
chance you could do it to the other
But
towers?
because
Sure,
it builds
but
tension.
just so
You
you
fall
know,
in the building
I had
and
to
you wait
sync up
until the
with
last
the tower to
possible second
fix
you
it.
swing off and you
I'm
get a lot
seeing
of
all
momentum
crime
and speed
data
off
in the
of it.
area now. Looks like there's a break
Yes,
in
but-
That's good. That feels
Great. I've got units
Yeah, but
nearby.
because there's no
Don't
fall
bother.
damage,
I'm
then
on it.
all that tension is gone, so it doesn't have the same
Yeah.
appeal.
Do it.
There are no...
Spider-Man's so strong. His legs are so strong that he can resist body shattering.
Yeah. Press X to doubt.
Pretty sure these guys didn't forget their keys.
He may be Spider-Man, but he's still human.
Okay, wrapped up.
Thanks for that. Now I'm seeing an assault.
Yeah,
area.
Screwball
You're in
probably
luck,
is
Yuri.
the worst
Your
thing
favorite
about the
tough but
game.
lovable grizzled seen too much detective is in
I really did not like Screwball. She's so annoying.
Spider Cop.
It's just... Why? The only reason they had her in the game is
you're
just
the snitch.
to give you something else to do. And I bet you that they had you wait until the third DLC to finally take her down. Because either A, they couldn't come up with anything else, or B,
Get away from her.
they just really wanted you to hate her. And once you finally do arrest her, you're like, sweet hallelujah.
Yeah, even in the comics, he's annoying. Luckily, when Octavius Spider-Man, he like took her down a peg. Also killed her partner, but you know.
Yeah. What I want to know is who the heck dug that up out of the woodwork? Like, oh, let's have Screwball in the game.
I mean, Dan Slott was a writer on this game,
Yeah.
and he created Screwball, so.
All clear, ma'am.
I swear to God, if I see Screwball in any of the future Spider-Man games, I am gonna go insane.
I'm sure you can, but just in case, there's a place called the Feast Center.
Seen it. I don't want charity.
They got the best wheat cakes in the city, hands down.
Mom used to make those. Haven't had any in a long time.
You know what? I bet
check
you
it
they're
out.
gonna do it.
Thanks,
She's gonna become
Spider guy.
basically this game's
Spider-Man.
equivalent to the Riddler.
Should be able to spot the next tower from up there.
Spider-Man, I hid phones across the city. You should go find them, and then you can fix a giant robot.
From his elevated position, Spider Cop spies his destination.
Why do I have a giant robot? I don't know. Reasons.
I don't know. It's a video game. Don't question it.
No, of course not. The chief never did understand.
Just go with the flow. Oh yeah, and I can break the fourth wall now. I've become too powerful.
To track more than just crimes. Score. Towers are picking up all kinds of RFID signals now, including one nearby. What is that? Oh, wow. One of my old backpacks from high school.
I wonder if the next game will
I
have
attach tracking dots to these.
Yuri become the Wraith.
Yeah,
Like,
I
have some
think...
sort of side mission about it since they teased it in the game's DLC.
I wonder how many of these are scattered around the city.
Yeah, possibly. If not the next one, probably the third one.
Still there? Got a robbery a few blocks away.
Spider Cop's on it. Part man, part spider, all cop.
Yeah, now that Miles Morales is a thing, I think it's safe to say that this particular lineup is going to be a trilogy.
Hey, fellas.
And Miles is just going to be its own separate thing. Like, it's still in the same universe and everything. And when you play the future games, the events of that game still, like, had an impact or are canon. But, I mean, it's gonna be a trilogy. I mean, if they do make 4 games, then that means they just made 5 games, and they went overboard.
If you worked this hard at a legit job, you wouldn't need to be criminals.
I mean, I just want to see more about, like, Miles Morales. It's like...
Alright, Yuri. I'm gonna repair the last Chinatown tower now.
Don't you mean Spider Cop's gonna repair it?
Been doing a little thinking, Yuri. Policing's a young man's game.
Since it really did. Since, from what they said, it was just like an upgraded version of the first game.
Yeah.
As of today,
I am actually excited to see the snow and everything in that game.
I need a drink.
One of my favorite things about Red Dead Redemption 2 was actually that there was snow and stuff in that game, so you needed different clothing to go out in the snow, otherwise you would die of hypothermia. That was a cool detail.
Similar thing in Breath of the Wild, actually.
not good.
Except pretty much you buy one set of clothes and like you're set for good.
Yeah.
Tools I need for suit repair at the lab. Wonder if Dr. Octavius is left for the day. Doctor, how did it go with the committee? I'm so sorry I screwed things up.
Not at all, Peter.
Yeah, that would be cool, but the explanation they had for that was that they wanted certain things in the game to be to take place at certain times of day, which personally I can stomach that.
Yeah.
Wish I could bottle and sell that man's optimism.
You know what would be weird is like,
sounds like he's
oh
left the
yeah,
lab for the day. Good time to work on my suit in private.
What are the names of Mr. Negative guys? They're doing stuff in like broad daylight. That's clearly they should be doing at night, but it's in the daylight. We can see them.
Available units. Report of an assault in progress. Please proceed to Chelsea ASAP.
Hold on, I'm seeing enemies on my radar.
Assault in progress. Gotta stop it.
You can help me out?
Okay, they're up there.
You wanna fight? It's your lucky
Thank
day.
you. I think I'm the best guess too.
I realize the irony in me saying
I just saw
I
that.
hope you've learned not to hit people.
Yeah.
They were like
Thank you for the compliment to him. Nice to know that everyone's treating this well. He also said Screwball was just comic relief. I mean, clearly it was just to give you something else to do.
Yeah. I just thought I'd mention your hushes, your, forgets that Spider-Man and Batman are literally the only one with video games.
Looks like Doc's gone for the night.
Pretty
Time to
much.
sneak in some spider work. Parker! Dr. Octavius, what you got there?
Chinese.
You know, one thing
you'd
about
be here, I
these
would-
games, once everything is all said and done, like, this series is over, Insomniac is done with Spider-Man games, we're probably not going to be getting another Spider-Man game for a long time.
I don't know what you're...
Come on, Parker, it's obvious.
Let me explain.
Just because, like, first of all, Insomniac, the ones who have the rights, they're going to be done with it. So, with that, that's already a little nail in the coffin there, but also, it's going to be hard for a different developer to be able to pick it up and make something as good as this, or,
well, I'll leave you to it.
I think even the expectation is going to be that they might be able to top it, which, honestly, that's going to be a very hard expectation to live up to.
That should do it.
Yeah, definitely. Because, like, before Spider-Man PS4 was a thing, like, the definitive Spider-Man game, not in my opinion, but, like, in a lot of people's opinion, was Spider-Man 2 because of the swinging and stuff. Personally, I think it's like Ultimate Spider-Man or Web of Shadows, because they kind of capture special things about Spider-Man in their own ways.
Yeah.
But PS4 is like the coup de grace, the piece de resistance of what Spider-Man is, and what you can do in video games.
Yep.
Excuse me, late for work!
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where to do it. Problem is, Square's gonna take 10 years. It's gonna be 2030 before they come out with these sort of Spider-Man.
Yep.
New suit, same old me.
They took like freaking 10 years for Kingdom Hearts 3 to be a thing, so.
Yeah. I always call them, like, the game developer that doesn't really do much.
They like to make everything perfect, which is like, I respect it because they do make very high quality games, but the thing is, they'll reveal something 5 years before they actually have something to, show off.
Yes.
And which is why the Avengers game was kind of getting under my skin before they actually, like, revealed it.
Yeah, trust me, I get you. Like, I actually completely forgot about it for a while, and then all at once I saw something talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
But now you've got that, right?
Well, Square Enix is Square Enix, so, you know.
Speaking of the Avengers game, and Spider-Man being included in it, just PS4 anyway. To be honest, as someone who doesn't even own a PS4, and like was probably gonna get the game, and now I have more incentive to get it since it's gonna be on PS4 or PS5, PS4. So like, it's Spider-Man, and yeah, it sucks. I hate that it's like console exclusive. That's a little scummy. But like, Sony paid their money to get Spider-Man into the game. He already had him in PS4, so it's just Spider-Man PS4 all over again. The third time actually, since Miles Morales is gonna be on PS5 exclusively. But like, I don't know, being mad, but at the same time, like, been down the same road before.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why Spider-Man is going to be an exclusive character in the game on PlayStation consoles, but I mean, by doing that, you're kind of, once again, separating your audience. It's like,
Yeah.
what if Spider-Man's like the best character in the game, then a lot of people are going to be very unhappy about that.
Especially since it's Spider-Man. Like, he's one of the most popular superheroes on the planet, next to Superman and Batman. Like,
Exactly.
Everyone's gonna want to play as Spider-Man.
Yes. I mean, it's just a character in a game that isn't focused about him. Like, obviously, I'm not them, so I don't really know what went down behind the studio, but I'm pretty sure if they really, really wanted to, they could have convinced Sony to put him on Xbox in Avengers.
Yeah. Pretty sure if they wanted Dave, he would be for everybody. Who knows, maybe Xbox might get, like, Wolverine exclusively or something. I doubt it, but, like,
yeah.
This'll shut your mouth.
But I mean, PS4 and PS5 are like getting early access to costumes in that game, so yeah, that definitely kind of puts in the evidence that I was talking about. Like, if they really wanted to, they could.
Spider-Man, turns out we busted 4 illegal firearms dealers within a 3-block radius of that site.
Like the fact that they're making Xbox and PC players wait to unlock those suits, while PS4 players already have them day one. Yeah. Definitely favoritism there.
yeah. Like, I get it. So, Sony's way better at the exclusive stuff than, like, Xbox is by a country mile.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Got God of War, Horizon, well, not Red Dead 2. Well, Red Dead 2 for a little bit. Xbox had, Devil May Cry 5 for a bit, and, like, it was specifically built for that console, so that got them a lot of sales, you know? But,
yeah.
PlayStation's, like, better overall.
Yep. I mean, the biggest reasons why I will, why I always prefer PlayStation is because of Uncharted and Spider-Man. Those are like the two big heavy hitters.
Hey, look at me! Dang, looks like they called their buddies.
I'll teach you some respect. He's webbing me. Got a present for you.
Yeah, it's Shenmue. Yeah, so PlayStation has Skull.
PlayStation has everything, okay? I mean, Xbox even had Cuphead for a while. Of course, that was also on PC.
Oh, it's on, well, first it came to the Switch, then it came to PS4, like, not too long ago.
It came on PS4?
Yeah. It was like, maybe 2 years ago.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, it was kind of random and out of nowhere. And, like, apparently started like an argument, like, oh wow, look, the Xbox player's not having it exclusive anymore. I'm like, it was on the Switch, but alright.
Yep.
Take him down! Anyone want to surrender? No?
You know, I wonder how hard Spider-Man's actually hit these guys. Or when he, like, slams them down with his webbing, tosses them.
Hey, I'm pretty sure he holds back.
Oh yeah, he definitely holds back, but like...
Yeah.
You kind of get a feel for how Batman is treating them, you know, in the Arkham games. Like, he breaks their arms and stuff, he'll, like, slam them into a, light or something, or he'll slam a light on top of their head, or break their head over a bat. But you get the sense that, like, yeah, he's being brutal, but, like, Spider-Man is, like, superpowered, so how hard is it hitting him?
Yeah. I mean, Spider-Man can lift a tank, so, yeah, definitely don't want to mess with that kind of strength. Also, I meant to throw the bomb, not the wood thing.
I think the fight for the flag thing's pretty cool. Where they make his, like, they
Place
make,
is
like,
locked down, Captain. Actually, web
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Someone finally reported shots fired, so I've got officers inbound. Good work. Fisk has more construction sites throughout the city, vetting their fronts too. Keep an eye out, and report in if you see anything suspicious.
Obviously, I 100%ed the game already, so I'm not really going to be doing all those hideouts again. I'm just basically doing the story mode stuff, and I'm also going to do a rematch with Taskmaster because that was absolutely embarrassing the first time where I beat him so easily. Like, I was just talking like, hey, Taskmaster is like the hardest boss fight in the game. He really doesn't hold back, and then like how easily I beat him, it was like, okay, I guess you decided to hold back today. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing a rematch with Taskmaster just to show you how hard that boss fight can be.
Yeah. I think one thing this game really needs to improve on is going to Miles Morales and then PS5.
Good old Empire State.
It's probably boss fights.
Man, I love this.
Yeah.
Time to grab a snapshot.
I mean, they were cinematic and all, but they still kind of have the same problem as the boss fights in the Amazing Spider-Man games, which is just that they have such an easy and predictable pattern.
Should keep an eye out for more landmarks to shoot.
Like, one example that I think is, like, really funny, and Godzilla Windows actually pointed out in, one of his recent videos playing through Spider-Man PS4. Was that the Sinister Six, like, Spider-Man doesn't even fight themselves and he beats them that way.
The cake delivery is stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
Oh, sure thing.
Like, they're not,
when you're ready and I'll swing by.
Electro, Short, well, not even in the game. You beat them individually, but they're
time to kill.
easy.
Let's see what's
There's
happening out in
nothing
the city.
really to them, especially with, like, Rhino or Scorpion or whatever.
Yep.
And the most, like, boss fight was, like, Doc Ock at the very end, but it's still like, oh yeah, web him up, toss the thing at him, and then take him down.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Attention units. Civilians are
Like, pretty much the only reason why I like that final Doc Ock boss fight is just because of the build-up to it and how, like, cinematic it was. That's pretty much the only reason. Like, other than that, it's incredibly easy.
I think I smoothed things over with the grant committee.
Also, I am kind of disappointed. What?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. I am kind of disappointed that you can't play that final mission with, like, whatever suit that you want, but okay, fine. Story purposes.
Like, anti-oxygen, but, like, what's the anti-oxygen really even do?
Yeah, I mean, it's made of the same material as his arms, so if anything, that's not really gonna protect you much.
Hi, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, it's like iron sharpens iron. It's not iron breaks through other iron. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it's more durable? Like, he gets slapped across his face with the arms and his helmet gets, cracked.
Yeah. But I do kind of like how they had him wear the advanced suit underneath of the anti-ox suit. It's like, okay, that double protection, I guess.
1072,
But I mean, then again, not gonna do much for you.
officers, please proceed to the Bryant area.
Peter, good news. I think
this guy smoothed things over with the Grant Committee. If Lance Corporal Texidor's 50
one thing I actually did like about the anti-oxygen was how his eyes were designed, because they were straight up just like the Raimi Spider-Man eyes.
Yes, exactly.
But, like, they had the incident escape the mayor's attention.
Yeah, I really...
kind of wish they made their own version of the BB suit that goes with the eyes they go with.
I'll settle for not starting any more fires. See you tomorrow, Peter. Here's to a successful day.
Yeah, I really do like how it's Raimi inspired. Kind of took me a while to notice that, but I was just randomly looking at it one day and I was like, oh wait a second, those eyes look familiar.
Here's the question. Before, they revealed Spider-Man or whatever, were you actually gonna get, Marvel's Avengers?
I was kinda skeptical. I mean...
Yeah, I totally... I thought the game was gonna be like Destiny, or like Warframe, or games like that, where it's just a loot-based... I don't know, it's just, oh yeah, punch the thingy a lot, and then it go die. And then you get loot, and then you gotta do it again, because you're trying to get one specific bit of loot, you know, like those games.
Yeah, that was kind of my problem with it. It seemed a bit grind-heavy. It's like, I'm not really a fan of grind-heavy games, so that just wouldn't really be for me, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
Gotta be honest, not a fan of Big Pharma.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
it'll
was like
be.
super skeptical, like, oh, I'm never gonna get the game. Like, before they started doing the war tables, and then once they started showing off war in front of the game, instead of just like, oh hey look, it's the bridge on the 8th day and Captain America dies, and like, it didn't look that fun. And then like, once they went more into it, and like, oh yeah, you can build your Captain America how you want, or like Iron Man, or guy, you know. Then they started into me, and then they started like, well, now they get it.
Yep, that's pretty much how I felt. Like, the more and more that they showed of it, the more and more their vision really started to become obvious to me. If that makes any sense.
It's clear that they, like, yeah, and it's clear, especially through the war tables and stuff. They know what they're doing.
Mr. Lee's probably
like,
in the
like
kitchen getting ready for the party.
Like, oh yeah, we all love this character, and that's why we're gonna make this game awesome. And then the game wound up being awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter.
So like, Avengers is looking like it's gonna be going in the same direction, and from what I'm hearing, the beta is like awesome. So.
Hey, Martin. So
Yeah,
sorry,
I've heard pretty good things about it so far.
Just keep her distracted.
But when the game comes out, that's definitely gonna be the big one right there.
Hey, there's my favorite aunt.
Peter.
That's when we'll really get to see, is it any good?
Sure. Oh, there are some heavy boxes.
No. I mean, not yet.
Too bad we all know that.
I mean,
like,
I came to.
Oh no, Captain America has died.
Just wanted to talk.
Too bad we all know. Like, oh yeah, Cap's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like, you're not about to have the Avengers game with Captain America on a cover, but he dies and never comes back.
No, I mean, I'm a
yeah.
little behind on my rent, but no, I'm fine.
Girl
Probably
problems
gonna be
again.
underground or something, and like, yes,
I still wish you and MJ could work things out. She's a great girl.
Captain America things.
The two of you would make some beautiful.
My guess is that, like, Hydra, well, not Hydra,
Peter.
AIM brainwashed him or something, and
is it?
they're gonna make him fight the Avengers when they come back.
These past few
That's
years,
my guess.
You helping me through college and working here, sacrificing so much and asking for nothing. I just wish there were more people like you in the world.
He's right.
It's like, it's not a huge thing to like
5 years
kill
ago,
Captain
you
America.
walked in here
Yeah,
and told
but
me you were inspired by my mission to help
you need to make it meaningful, you know?
Now it's you
Yeah.
who inspires me. Thank you, May, for everything. Here's for many more years of service.
It's like Cap just blows up and like that's just the end of him, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people got hurt and infected during that
Thanks
whole
again for setting all
thing.
this up.
So,
I just wish I
you
could do
know,
more.
everyone's
Blaze always told me
blaming
if you help
them
someone,
for it.
You help everyone. Yeah, maybe we should send May to
And I
City
mean, I
Hall to
guess,
have a
I
word with
understand,
Mayor.
like, blaming the Avengers. Oh, darn. Their
I gotta
thingy
run.
went off, and it made
Thanks again
people
for the
sick,
party
and it
and
killed
everything. It
people,
really
and
means a
made
lot.
things go bad. Yeah, I get that, but, like, it's a little harsh. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
Voicemail from Yuri.
how
Check
were
it
they
outside.
supposed... You guys weren't... It's exactly like what, what's his name? Winston Dever was talking about in Incredibles 2. You guys weren't there during that whole event, so you have no idea what went down during the whole thing. So you're gonna try to blame them for it when, like, really they were trying their best. They were trying to get the civilians evacuated, dealing with Taskmaster, and making sure the police do their thing. It's like
yeah, well, they take all,
multitasking in that scenario isn't very easy, you know.
yeah, like, Captain America's still on the thing, Iron Man and Thor are dealing with all the robots and whatnot, Hulk's trying to, like, keep the bridge stable, and Black Widow went after
Could you check
Taskmaster.
it out?
Yeah.
Quietly? I don't want to make a scene if it's nothing.
Fisk estate sale. Sounds fun. Wonder what the Kingpin had hidden in his closets.
Who knows? The game will be pretty.
Yeah.
Also, the city looks gorgeous at night.
Yeah, it does. Like, I do agree that, when they showed the A-Day demo, a lot of people were saying, like, it kind of looks like a last-gen game, which, I was kind of like, yeah, I guess I could kind of see that, but now it's definitely looking better graphically.
Thing is,
Peter, I lost track of
my problem with the game has never been the graphics. The graphics are always, like, fine. I don't really care for graphics, personally.
Yeah, same.
Like, as long as don't look ugly, like a PS2 game, then, like, you're fine. But, like, the character designs and art style of the game is what, like, got me.
After losing my parents and Uncle
Like, I
Ben,
still
there's so many
don't like
times I
Captain
would've fallen
America's
apart
look.
if not for you.
He looks really bulky. And, like, I get what they're going for. It's supposed to be more, like, tactical. You know, he's supposed to look like a
May,
SWAT trooper, you
I don't know
know.
what to say.
But it just doesn't work.
needs my help.
I don't know. They could. I feel like if they went more of the route of, like, Marvel Now, Captain America, where he had, like, armor and stuff, but, like, it looked reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm okay with his look, but, definitely the thing that bothered me the most was the way that Black Widow looked. Like, a lot of people were saying that she looked like Lord Farquaad from Shrek, and, that's definitely a comparison that you do not want people to be making.
Yeah, and they've changed all the characters' like faces several times. Which is like good. I mean, they're aware of like, oh yeah, okay, people don't like this. Let's fix it.
There's someone else.
Yeah,
And, like,
it shows that they care.
Those masks.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are these guys?
The best thing any developer can do for me is like, if there's something wrong, they fix it as fast as possible, or they acknowledge that like, oh yeah, it's a problem. We'll fix it.
They'll kill
Yeah.
her if I alert them. Need to pick them off silently. Yuri, the silent alarm was legit. Masked gunmen and a single hostage. Looks like a heist in progress.
Copy
By
that.
the way, you
Send
can
your
actually
way. Keep
go
the
over
situation from
here,
getting worse in
but
the
there's no
meantime.
point in going over here because there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd point that out.
The illusion of freedom, they call it.
Gotta do this quietly. Don't want to alert the others.
One thing that should be improved when they make more of these games is the stealth mechanics. I mean, they're not really bad, but it's just everything you have to do is kind of straightforward and easy. There isn't really any strategy to it. Like, personally, the thing I would have done is that I would have actually, if I was the director or whatever, I would have included a mission where, like, you can't access any of your gadgets.
Whoa, careful.
So, and there are a ton of people in a building. So you just have to rely entirely on your instincts and
You stay quiet now.
Your
spiral, like your eyes, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's something Arkham Knight suffers from, in my opinion. Like, yeah, Batman's got all these gadgets and whatnot, but like they do make up ways for you to like, for them to screw with you. Like Detective Bill can get tracked by like other dudes and whatnot. But the problem is, if you have Batman's Disruptor, you can just break that. Or like, oh no, there's like 5 dudes right here and they all have guns, but I don't have, and there's like no place I can really do to take them down. You fear take down, they're all down. Like, they counter the counters for Batman, and it's very weird.
Yeah, that's why when I played Arkham Knight, I didn't really do a lot of the fear takedowns because I just wanted to play it like the other ones.
Hey, what is that?
I pretty much just ignored that feature.
This totally belongs to...
Don't move.
Especially since, like, oh yeah, you get fear again as soon as you do like one regular silent takedown. So it's like, it's not rewarding either because you can get it on a silver platter, you take down everybody in the room, and there's like 2 guys left afterwards.
Yeah.
MJ? What are you doing here?
Same as you.
I personally like it when they did it in
At least
Origins or actually all the Arkham games did it better than Knight.
Yeah.
But I think City
So
and
Robbie's got you covering a break-in for the
Asylum did them the best.
Well,
although like Asylum's kind of like the prototype of what they would become,
and it
they're the
wasn't a
hardest by
break-in
far
until a few
since like Batman doesn't have all the options he has in the later games. Like I think inverted takedowns are like an upgrade, and like he can't use all of his gadgets unless he's on the ground, and he doesn't have a lot of like mobility, you know.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't really remember for sure since I haven't. I don't really remember for sure since I haven't played it in a while. I pretty much only played each of those games like
I like to get a jump on things.
Once, but I will be going back to them pretty soon and trying them out on New Game Plus.
Hey,
yeah, I played the Return to Arkham stuff like a few months ago, and so like it's kind of fresh in my mind. And I've been going through
maybe the
Nightmare mode
piece?
of Arkham Knight, so Arkham's kind of fresh in my mind.
I think I can make today.
Overall,
Are you sure? You're here. No moment like
That's
the
pretty
present.
cool.
Thank you.
Craig?
So
Never
you would
mind.
definitely know
We're
a
good.
lot more about it than me,
Let's get started.
since you've been playing it more recently.
I've grown up on like Spider-Man and Batman games.
Look around and familiarize
Pretty
yourself
much.
with the items.
Like my
I'll be
dad
waiting
would
by the
play
doctor's
Arkham Asylum, and I'd like watch.
Can
And
you?
then as soon as I got the ability to do it myself, it's like, oh, I noticed a lot of things that my dad didn't notice.
Well, how about that?
Fisk cut Peter open like a pork sausage.
They're all
with
like
this the
fun
first
in their
time
own
I fought.
unique way.
Pete got away.
I do
Collapsed
think
in the yard half
City
dead,
and
stealing my
maybe
dad's car to
Origins,
drive him to the
arguably,
ER.
did like
There's too
Predator
many
moves
Nurse
best.
MJ moments.
Because Arkham City, because like I'm a nut at that game. Pretty much everything's a pattern, especially if there's like objection stuff. You can like pretty much look at their search pattern and you can figure out what to do. It's very interesting, especially if you screw up one thing, they could possibly kill you.
Yeah.
Or like they get alerted, so they'll like start walking each other's back. They ruin the whole plan.
Yeah, so then it's just like, oh great, now they're together. Now what do I do?
But life and work are here.
Yeah, like you have to figure it out, but they've like got you covered and stuff. Like yeah, you can hit, and plus your gadgets are kind of limited in such situations because like at night they give you pretty much infinite of every gadget you have outside of like maybe the Disruptor, but like you know.
Wasn't the electric gun limited, or am I just remembering things wrong?
The REC was unlimited. You can use it as many times as you wanted.
Starting with
Okay.
the prize, a one-of-a-kind Kakemonbaku.
So I am remembering that
Silverfunny?
wrong.
Correct. Mr. Fisk has.
I think one thing I kind of wish they
Did you
kept
know him well
for
before
Arkham
his
Knight
arrest?
was the remote
In a
claw. So I thought that was a pretty interesting
I handled
gadget
many
because it
of
was
these
just the bat claw combined
move
with the
on,
line launcher, which is what made it unique.
Yeah, that would have been cool, but oh well. That's how the cookie crumbles.
Broken.
Now this exquisite piece exemplifies the traditional Tarashikomi puddled ink effect.
The two Neo are so imposing. I can see why Fisk
Good
liked
and
this
evil
piece. Definitely
allegories
his
with
style.
Mary Jane
He
Watson.
loved the duality. Destruction screams, but creation toils in silence.
Was there ever anything irregular in any of the sales you handled for him?
No. No, of course not.
There's this one
Not that I was
line
aware
of dialogue here where Mary Jane says something like, I feel like the entire history of the world is just people people playing dress up and getting into fights. It's like, okay, yes, you dated Spider-Man. No need to be such a drama queen.
Sure, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, I know. I was just wondering, now that he's arrested, if you had ever noticed anything strange.
Like, oh, all the scientific discoveries by people like Albert Einstein. Yeah, he just put on a costume and got into a fight to discover all of those things.
Stand right there.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously, she's like,
Are you sure there's
exaggerating a little
nothing
bit,
you'd
but
like
like,
to say,
Yeah.
maybe off the record, regarding Fisk's activities?
I don't think your readers would have any interest in... Damn it. Wait here, please.
Wait, I recognize that statue.
Mom, museum lady, just give it to her nosy reporter skills.
Hello? Craig? Craig, I'll call you back. My dear, I think it's time for you to go.
Oh, could I use the restroom real quick?
Fine. Follow me.
Thank you. This is a really lovely space.
It is. And this will be the last time you see it.
Rigid
The
sections
ladies
of this
is
game
around the
are
corner.
like interesting, just because like
Be right
they're
back.
not hard necessarily, but they didn't need to be around, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yes, all segments with Mary Jane, but like she doesn't do much. She doesn't have a way to like handle herself. Because like, oh darn, I got within this guy's like peripheral vision. I got caught. What?
Yeah,
Hello, Craig. Funny you should call.
I will say though, it's
Because the
definitely better
report
than
you
the
sent is
Peter
clearly not
Parker
working to
sections of the
properly
Amazing Spider-Man 2. I feel like there
No,
was like
she's here
really
now.
no point in those. Like it didn't add any character development or real progression. Like if those segments were taken out of the game, it still pretty much would have gone as usual.
If she's not your reporter, who is she, Craig?
Yeah, I never played the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I think like I considered buying it at one point, but then I heard like how bad it was, and then I looked up like videos on it, and was like,
No, I
oh
do
no.
not trust you to fix this.
Yeah.
It's Spider-Man, but worse.
The first thing I'm gonna do is have misinvestigative journalists
Personally,
on
I
this.
didn't mind Amazing Spider-Man 1, but they definitely messed it up with the sequel. It's like,
Yeah, I think Amazing Spider-Man is underrated personally. It's not that bad. They actually do some pretty unique stuff. I like the stealth segments in that game actually. Although I do think, just retreat to the shadows. I think that's a little like, you know.
yeah, they could they could have done more with that concept.
Yeah.
But then again, that's what I say about pretty much everything in that game. It's like good concept on paper, but the execution could have been better.
He told me about this.
Oh yeah.
Fisk used it to
Honestly, this game kind of feels like what the Amazing Spider-Man game should have been. It feels like a fully realized version of their intentions.
Yeah, I think if they had like a bigger budget, like pretty much Insomniac was like funded by Sony entirely for Spider-Man PS4. So I think if Beanox got that money, then like Amazing Spider-Man would have been a lot better.
Yeah. Plus, if they had
mouth closed.
Plus, if they had more time in the oven for it. Like, obviously, it's because of movie release dates, they have to rush it out.
Puzzle solving magic statues with Mary Jane.
Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm facing forward.
Okay, I guess I'm not forgetting anything here.
Maybe these pieces move.
You know, it it is kind of weird that, like, she's in here with this statue, which is, like, possibly thousands of years old, and she's kind of playing with it like an action figure.
So close.
Yeah.
But a piece is missing. That's the Neo behind them.
Right here we get to see Kingpin's white suit, so kind of cool that they included it there.
I've seen these before.
I believe it was this one. Going by memory here.
That's it.
Okay, yes, that's the one.
Norman Osborn. What is this? Devil's breath. What is devil's... What the...
Excuse me, the whole plot with like, oh no, pandemic. Topical. But
where's
I don't know. I thought the Devil's Breath thing was kind of an odd storyline.
How so? Well, actually, yeah, I guess it would kind of be weird for Otto to just release an entire thing like that just because of Osborn. Like, you're seriously...
Yeah, like, right here, son. It's disease.
I was on my way to the exit when I saw
And
you.
like, is it supposed to keep Spider-Man busy? No. Is it supposed to make everyone die? Not really.
Listen,
He has the cure, so like...
They're after this file. But
No.
I'll never get it out of here while the place
They're
is
like, oh, they're gonna
storming.
look at me as their savior. No, they're not.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
You hide back there. I take out the bad guys. You make a break when
Like,
it's
there's
clear.
no reason for him to do it, really.
Yeah, really. No reason.
In comparison to Mary Jane.
Yeah, you too. Not exactly how I pictured us meeting again, though.
Funny.
This bright red and blue
exactly how I
costume with
pictured it.
cell shading next to ultra realistic Mary Jane Watson.
Yeah, I will admit it is a little bit weird when you see it in cutscenes, but personally, I don't really mind it.
Yeah, it's just funny to look at.
Of course.
Yeah.
Should clear these guys out before I push forward.
I mean, there's really nothing they could do with that.
Okay, Pete. I'm hidden near the front. Give the word and I'll make a break for it.
Will do. How about that file? What's in it that these guys want so bad?
Notes on something called Devil's Breath. Fisk was hired to build a secret research lab for it. Not clear what Devil's Breath is, but it seemed to scare Fisk. He compares it to Pandora's box.
Not much shook Fisk. We need to get you and that file out of here. Hang tight.
Oh no, webcam. How does nobody hear this? Or like become somewhat suspicious, because like Spider-Man will like bonk their head off of the bar thing on, but like...
Okay, room is clear.
How do they not...
Yeah, I always wondered that too. Plus, whenever you like do a web strike or something, and you end up breaking a box, like, they hear that, so why don't they hear you slamming their heads?
Gotta stay silent.
The red is a true eye of a weapon.
Keep it tight, Pete.
Also, pretty much Spider-Man's whole cover would be blown if, like, they looked up.
Yes.
Like, even, like, a 90-degree angle, everything would be screwed.
That's all of them.
No! Let me go!
MJ.
Yep, video game logic. Oh, we can't look up. We can only see directly ahead of us where our eyes are pointing. We have like funnel vision.
No. Hide! Not cool with the hostage taking, guys. Whoa! What is up with that glowy stuff on your hand? Are you guys ghosts? Never fought a ghost before.
I mean, I've fought specters, but, you know...
Thought there was somebody over there.
Specters aren't ghosts. All ghosts are specters, but not all specters are ghosts. You know what I mean?
And here comes the axe guy. Here, let's see you fight without the axe. Better luck next time, buddy.
Oh darn, new enemy type. Oh, down.
Yep.
Daily cardio? Check.
Huh. Looks antique. I think I know someone who could help track down where this came from. A job for later.
I just talked to Craig. You are not the reporter he was sending. You don't even work for Heritage Arts.
Never said I did. Hi, Mary Jane Watson, Daily Bugle.
You will not write a word of what you saw
For the
here.
record, what do you know about the file those masked men stole?
That... I don't...
What about the long history of stolen goods Fisk has laundered at this auction house?
Your editor will be hearing from our attorney.
Another thing that's like, it's more of like an opinionated, more nitpicky thing, I guess. Like, I don't know, Mary Jane's whole personality in this game kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Personally,
like, honestly, she can be a photographer at the Daily Bugle. Yeah, that's cool. It's different, that's fine. But like, it's like, oh yeah, we wanted to modernize her. It's like, she's as modern as modern can get.
Personally, I don't really mind what they did with her, but, you know, just kind of
When did Mix become Italian?
a bit
no idea.
boring, I guess, in a way.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. Just Lois Lane, and like Lois Lane is Lois Lane is liked because she's Lois Lane. Mary Jane isn't liked because like, oh yeah, Lois Lane. Like, yeah, she's sassy,
so it looks like I'll be meeting with a legal team.
Lois Lane.
Again.
As soon as he reads the article you're gonna write, guaranteed promotion.
So,
I'm just saying, like, they could have just kept her old personality
Another night in the city.
and like job or whatever.
I feel like there's been a story there.
I don't know. You can make some tweaks here and there, so she's a bit
Well, sounds like
more
it's all about business.
towards what you like.
How's it going with you?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm just happy that they didn't make her like, the Raimi Mary Jane.
One phone call to Harry.
Sure, but
I want to be in a fight. I want to be in a fight. Oh yeah, Peter not listening. I'm just gonna like not tell him.
Almost sounds like it's
Yeah.
more than job.
I still blame like half of that movie, half of the conflict.
Change in 6 months.
If you're not counting the symbiote or Harry, it's half. It's like Mary Jane's fault for a good bit.
No, just dinner between friends.
Yeah, Peter gets overconfident with being Spider-Man, but like she still doesn't tell him about her play
if
stuff.
that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
There's a lot of baggage here.
Like that's what gets Harry's
Is that so
memory
bad?
back
I
pretty
mean,
much because
baggage
she
can
goes back to
carry good things too, like money and keys.
I mean, that's kind of, the whole gist of Spider-Man 3 is that, like, it's, in a way, kind
This
of...
is a trick question, isn't it?
Peter Parker's life is, going uphill, but now it's kind of started to go downhill again. So, part of the reason with that is because of Mary Jane, like you said. I guess it's just, he got his spirits up, but now that she's been acting like that, he's just kind of like,
Love seeing you two together
what's going on
again.
here?
You always were my favorites.
Yeah, like, and the whole point is like, yeah, Peter's overconfident. He's finally embraced the fact that like, oh, he's Spider-Man. He can pretty much do anything. And like that led him into like quit kissing Gwen Stacy and like having no sense of like, oh, he might have done something bad because he just kissed like this pretty girl in front of his girlfriend and pretty much everybody in New York City.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me. What's with the units heading down 3rd?
Looks like our old friend Herman Schultz is at it again.
Shocker. Didn't he just get paroled?
Yeah, well, I guess it didn't take.
No worries. Herman's just a big cupcake. I'll have him back in Rikers by bedtime. Just had dinner with my ex after saving her from masked criminals. And now I'm gonna go beat up a maniac who uses shockwaves to rob people.
Alright, Shock.
What a perfectly normal life you have, Peter Parker.
Who's in this game?
You know, I forgot Shocker was in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 for a while. And that's really bad because he's actually one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. And I forgot that he was...
Shocker's a cool villain.
Yeah.
Peter, I just want to make sure you haven't left any equipment.
I do kind of like what they did with his suit in this game. He kind of gives me Iron Man vibes. And I kind of like
Don't
it.
worry, Doc. I make a point not to leave anything there. But I know my friend appreciates you looking out for him. There's a lot of people who don't like him very much.
That buffoon Jameson and his audience of sheep, please. The people who do great things in this world.
What you just did was like the equivalent of irritating
their way. People like us.
You said a mouthful, Doc. Take care.
Well, pretty much.
Web grenade and you lost them all at the building. It's like, oh look, it's 7 enemies. Boom, boom. Oh wow, they're all gone. What happened?
This guy said that he forgot that they made the Amazing Spider-Man games.
I forget that they made them. And like, one is good and the other is the Amazing Spider-Man 2?
We've got an armed robber.
Yeah. No introduction.
Location is Little Tokyo. Over.
It's like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the exact opposite of Spider-Man 2. Like, Spider-Man 2 was considered one of the best games of that era. But then you have the Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is like, considered one of the worst open world games of all time.
Yeah. Especially like for a Spider-Man game. Spider-Man games are like, all like mediocre at worst, and Spider-Man PS4 at best.
Yeah.
Hope crime would decline post-Fisk. Might have been too optimistic.
Like, you got games like Spider-Man Friend or Foe, which is like a basic beat 'em up, and like, it's okay.
Yeah.
And then you've got, like, Amazing, what was the worst Spider-Man game before the Amazing Spider-Man 2? There's a lot of Spider-Man games, but, like, none of them are, like, bad, per se.
Yeah. Well, I mean, personally, the thing that really rubs me the wrong way about the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is just the whole task force thing, and that, like, you're forced to do the same side missions over and over and over again. Otherwise, everyone's gonna say, oh, you're a menace, let's go after him. It's like, I timed it, you could barely go 5 minutes with a full, like, level 3 hero mode without the task force going after you. Like, that is so annoying.
Yeah, it's like forcing you to like, oh yeah, you gotta do side missions, otherwise the police are gonna go like, Spider-Man stinky. No, he's just not being Spider-Man. He's doing other stuff, leave him alone.
Yeah. It's like, there are supervillains around, there's a gang war. Don't you guys ever consider that, you know, there are bigger things?
Why are you robbing again? You know the police are watching your every move.
But yeah, personally, if it weren't for the task force, that game wouldn't have been that bad. But because of that one thing, it just kind of ruins the whole experience.
They're forced to go out and like, oh, time to go disable the bombs again. Oh, time to go stop a car again. Like, yeah, you should want your player to go out and do the stuff themselves. You can't force them to do it. Like,
yeah.
I mean, Ultimate Spider-Man did that, but better. It's like, oh yeah, you do this so you can unlock the story missions, and they didn't punish you for it. It just kept you from doing the story missions. And
yeah.
It's not a punishment. It's just like, oh yeah,
So if you didn't care about the story and you just wanted to web swing around, you could totally do that with no punishment. Like, the police wouldn't start shooting at you or anything.
Yeah. Or like in Spider-Man Shadows, where like they had you do requirements there, and the only time police would start, and like despite the whole like morality system between red and black, you only got punished for it by like attacking civilians or taking down enemies in a certain way. Those were the only punishments, and the only time the police like legit came after you were like during the bit of the story where they think Spider-Man's just like a psycho and gets people off the building.
Like zero personality, but you're so awesome. Can we talk design details?
I do question his thought process there, though.
Yeah. It's like, obviously, they saw the way those people were moving around. I don't know about you, but last time I checked, people don't move around like zombies like that.
I tried, but he's not very talkative.
Yeah.
Plus, I think he
like, and they don't like growl and start running on all fours. Like Spider-Man had a reason to like fight them.
Yeah.
Wow, that might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Also, Boom Blaze, congratulations on 100%ing this game.
Looks like I got some free time. Maybe now's a good time to look into that mask. Oh, it's MJ. Hey, MJ, you're up late.
Just catching up on the news. Looks like you had quite an adventure with
Shocker show. I want to talk about it now.
Yeah,
but
he was unusually combative.
Like, how long has Spider-Man been active for? Like,
what do I owe you?
Some odd years.
8 years.
You still have that mask from the gallery?
8 years, right?
Yes.
I'm actually on my way to the feast
how
center
did
now
he
to
come
ask
across
Martin Lee
like
about it.
6 supervillains overall?
He has a degree in dark history.
Oh wow, all your
If anyone knows
superpowered
about the
enemies are in
origins of that
Rikers,
mask, he will.
which is Vulture, Rhino,
Like I said,
Shocker, Electro, Scorpion, and what else? What am I
Sure.
forgetting?
So I can call you, like, whenever?
Yeah, whenever, whatever.
Let's see, Scorpion, Vulture, Rhino, Electro, actually, I think, yeah, Shocker, and then there's, Kingpin, but he wasn't really part of the Sinister Six.
Almost morning.
Yeah.
Mr. Lee will be here soon.
And then now...
You can't try and get me to believe that, like, oh, Spider-Man only fought this amount of, like, super bad guys, and, like, those guys are only in Rikers. Like, now you're gonna, like, try and reveal Doc Ock for the first time. Like, yeah, I get it, especially for story. Doc Ock is, like, the best part of the story. But I kind of wish there were more, like, actual villains in the game.
Yeah, now that I think about it, there were references to Mysterio and the Lizard, so clearly he's been through stuff with them.
Oh, and Sandman too. But like,
yeah.
Okay, I think the way Peter had Sandman in a vial and a pack on Avengers Tower
That'd be great.
Was like kind of messed up in terms of how, like, oh yeah, he just left Sandman there and God knows how long he's been there.
Well, I'm not going anywhere. That's a promise.
And especially if he was on, like, Avengers Tower of all places.
Yeah. Wait.
He doesn't get out and start attacking the Avengers.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like, didn't the Avengers notice? Like, how would they not notice that there's a big backpack right on the roof of their building? It's like there could have been a bomb in there.
Oh darn, Hawkeye didn't check the building today. Avengers Tower blew up.
You done goofed. How could you screw up the one job you had?
Peter. What can I do for you?
I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Lee. I have a friend, Mary Jane. She's a reporter. She's doing a story on art imports, and she found this piece. Well, she wanted an expert opinion on it, and...
Also, how long have the Avengers been inactive in this universe? Because obviously, Spider-Man PS4 and Square Enix Avengers games are two separate universes, so how long have they...
Replica of an antique...
Yeah, how long have they been gone?
I haven't seen one in years.
By actual, like, Marvel time, the Avengers were around, like, a little bit longer than Spider-Man, but not by a lot. So, like, they probably were a thing maybe a year or two before Spider-Man
stories with that mask and symbols
existed.
when I was young.
Yeah.
So they were around for, like, 10 years as opposed to Spider-Man's 8.
Peter, listen. That mask, it could be connected to dangerous people. Mary Jane might want to find a different story.
Do you think she's in trouble?
There is a bit of a West Coast Avengers reference, though, so...
Yeah.
Why take the risk?
I don't know, maybe that storyline's happening.
I guess, Iron Man, War Machine, The Vision, Hawkeye, and Scarlet Witch, and Wonder Man.
Hey.
On
The symbol inside the mask means demon. It really spooked Mr. Lee.
They're having
Never seen
adventures.
like that. He even said you should drop the story.
Fat chance. Do you think Mr. Lee knows more than he's letting on?
No, I think he just had a weird flashback or something. I know.
But I mean, obviously, it's kind of video game logic. It's like, if the Avengers were active right now, then the whole Sinister Six thing, it's like, you wouldn't have Spider-Man have to deal with that because the Avengers are around, so it's just like, okay, well, I guess I could help them.
Yeah.
So obviously they have to find a way to counter that.
Yeah, because, like, legit, just like, oh, Spider-Man calls up, I don't know, Tony Stark or something, like, hey, a bunch of bad guys, like, infected New York and stuff, and, like, there's 6 bad guys out there. Can you guys handle it? And, oh, yeah, sure, Spidey. And then, like, game's over in, like, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Got some time to kill before Doc needs me at the lab. Let's do a little Spidey workout in the city.
Okay, I read the subtitles. I got some time to kill Doc, and I was like, wait, no, I'm reading this one, right?
Okay, that's funny. Okay, I kind of get what Bullhat's saying here, where, like, Mr. Negative is kind of, you know, video game logic again, but, you know, they kind of made a good excuse for him, where, like, Osborn was responsible for that accident.
All units, narcotic sale reported in progress. Officers needed near Civic Center.
Bushman is missing. I mean, obviously, the Avengers level threat there is for Bushman. That's why he couldn't be in the game. We'll reserve for the Avengers game.
Peter, Mr. Lee spoke to me. He seemed worried. Are you into something dangerous?
Oh, it's just a story Mary Jane's investigating. Don't worry, I'll make sure she's careful.
Please tell me you two are back together.
Also, actually,
We're
like,
talking
the
again.
fact that Mary was a decent, like, she's not a huge part of the story. Obviously, she's a fourth of the finale, but, like,
I was actually
she's not the big main focus.
He likes you. He admires how dedicated you
Yeah.
are to helping others. I think you remind him of himself when he was younger. Both orphans, both so smart.
Well, the admiration's mutual. You got a good boss, May.
I'll tell him you said so. Love you, Peter.
You're going down.
Oh. Okay, I tried to make that look cool, but that happened.
Hello?
Peter, it's Dr. Octavius.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Lance Corporal Texador is here
Take
for a
that photo.
fitting.
Because
I
why
totally
not?
forgot. I mean, I didn't forget. I'll be there soon.
His tardiness is starting to become a pattern. Come on, Parker. You're better than this.
That's something that kind of, like,
lose track of time.
I just found weird, and, like, I guess, like, video gamey. But when Ock does find out about, Peter's secret identity, the Spider-Man, like, he says, oh, yeah, obviously you're making technology for him. And it's like, he obviously knows who it is. Why not just, like, you know? Like, there's no point in him saying, like, oh, you knew? Like, Peter, why are you acting surprised? He's not dumb.
Yeah. Oh, I think we're about to see Osborn here. See you, civilian. Oh, there's a car over here. I guess I'll deal with that first. I have the high ground. I wanted to swing, not jump on those cars. My goodness. Seeing all kinds of errors right now. I guess this is the recording curse. It's like usually when I play this game, it does everything I wanted to. But now, it's occasionally saying nope.
Gotta give that wheelman props. Manhattan rush hour is no joke.
You know, one thing I never thought about, I wonder if there was like a license plate or something that's like a reference to something. I literally just thought of that. I kind of doubt that they would put something like that because you would have to look at a very specific thing for it, and
Attention unit. Kidnapping reported.
you know, most players aren't likely to even think of something like that. But who knows? You never know. Like, I literally just thought, hey, maybe if I look at the license plate, it might say something. But nope. By the way, you know that Otto in this game was voiced by Rigby from Regular Show?
Just like a natural arm. You think of what
I
you
do
want
not
it to
know
do,
that, actually.
and
Yeah, good old Trash Boat himself. That's always been like one of my favorite Regular Show references. That episode where he legally changes his name to Trash Boat. I always got a kick out of that.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
This site's been declared a safety hazard.
This game gets the official Trash Boat seal of approval.
sensitive equipment. That's it. I'm calling the mayor's office directly.
Peter Parker.
I think what Osborn does big here is like really, it's really screwed up and obviously like in character.
Yeah.
Because like Osborn's got it all figured out. He's got all the money and stuff.
It's
Norman. And while it's not like my favorite
Norman,
iteration of Norman Osborn, I think it is like one of the most
The grant agreement you signed.
not godly ones that is still like really unlikable.
First violation.
Yeah.
Those were excused.
By me. We should have
Hey, what if
confiscated
we
this
both
equipment.
become Green Goblin next game?
But I've had a breakthrough.
Probably.
Thank you for your great service to our country.
We might actually
These
see
folks
like
will
the
escort
beginning of the
you to
development
Oscorp
in that in
Robotics,
Miles
where you'll
Morales
receive the
because
latest in prosthetics.
the enemies in that trailer
This isn't
use
about
like
safety
purple
infractions,
swords and purple
I'm
technology
trying to
and
help
stuff,
you,
and
Otto.
the lights on the Oscorp
free to
building in
continue
this
your
game were
work.
purple, so perhaps those are like
Secure
Oscorp funded enemies or
Oscorp.
something.
You always were the smartest guy in the room.
You haven't
So the
changed
Green
a
Goblin will
bit.
have like a sword or something.
Neither of you.
Interesting weaponry.
Yeah, we might not actually see Green Goblin in Miles Morales, but I think it could be like
the two of you can start that business yours.
it'll be like the beginning of the setup for it.
This
and then Spider-Man 2, it's like, oh hey, now I'm Green Goblin. Because I guess if you gotta do something right, you gotta do it yourself.
They didn't take everything. Maybe we could start over.
Peter, there's no we. Without the grant from the city, I can no longer pay you. I need some time to think. If I were you, I'd look for a new job.
Go off and swing and beat up a guy or two. I'll be back. I'll get back to you in about like an hour of gameplay.
Yep. Okay, so getting close to 2 hours now, so
Harry.
I think
Ask
it's
him to talk
good
to his
to
dad.
stop right now.
Norman never listens to Harry. Even tried to kill funding for his research stations. Hey, one of those stations is nearby.
Maybe call him
Should
Harry.
see how they're doing while Harry's in Europe.
Harry.
Must be some way to help Doc. I'll think of something.
Okay, the dialogue is over. Alright then, thanks for stopping by, everybody. It was definitely fun today.
Yeah, sure was.
See you all in the next one. Any final regards?
I got nothing. I'm just saying that thank you to everybody in chat for liking my extremely wonderful performance as Bill's guest, and thank you for having me on.
Alright then. See you all next time.